What I'm saying is now, buddy. Personally, I wasn't going to come here and make no video about the budget. Mainly because they have a lot of content out there about people covering the budget and thing, and real debate about the salt and the Mobi and the dollar for the super and thing, right? I was just like all the rocking back, taking in the scenes, and people started brace me now. Lead that, we want to hear what you had to say about the budget. So look me here, right? Now, if all you could recall, back in February of this year, the SRCC give them politicians and them more money. All of them get a $10,000 increase, they get a 10% already, at the expense of the people. We foot the bill, right? Same thing with the budget. We foot the bill. So the budget basically is how them choose to spend we money, right? Now, the drop the price of salt and Mobi and they do all kind of thing, and people in the comments jumping up, yes, my car is super, so I get through, and all kind of cartoon thing I'm seeing. Now, if all you could recall again, what were the concerns of the public that made these people come into power in the first place? What was sold to us? What were the issues we were facing before these people came into power? I could name a few. Crime, the judiciary not working properly, high food prices, and something else, the forex. These things were of major concern to us. So, and they sold ideas to fix these things and make people say, yes, come and fix the economy. Robocop say you have a 6-month plan and all kind of cartoon thing, right? Now, you would like to think that when they come into power, they would stick with these things that they promise, and we could see something being done to address our concerns. To me, that would be the best thing or the best application for our money, right? Now, in the build-up of the election and stuff like that, I never see nobody say that more no salt. I never see nobody say that more no Mobi. You understand me? Gas was always a thing, you know what I mean? But I mean to say plenty cars now is electric, and them electric is used premium. Everybody know that. The taxi drivers and them don't say already how. No taxi fare not dropping. Operating costs are the same. But we know that too. Taxi fare don't drop. It does go up and then wait to go up again. Right? Now let me be real. I never see nobody say, never talk about no lettuce, or no tomato, or no Mobi, or no salt. Nobody never, them things was never concerned to the general population. Right? Them supermarket and them, nobody does police in supermarkets. When they go in the supermarket and them just raise price however them want, however them see fit. Sometimes they go in the supermarket and you see thing $5 and $10 more, and nobody just regulate these things. So even if VAT come off of certain food items, really and truly, it is a non-issue. Right? In my humble opinion. The judiciary is the same. What is being done to really fix these things that really affect the common man? You know what I mean? Now, another thing too is this big fanfare they had before the budget. Waiters, you're going to read the people's business. You're going to read the people's business, right? Why they have to have a rally outside the Red House before the reading of the budget? What are for? Alexander scratching, beating a scratcher and I mean winding up she waist and thing. The public need to stop making these people draw into these tribalistic type of behaviors when it comes to the people business. You understand me? You see that NIB thing? Or you have a big pyramid scheme going on. Let's shut down Prezi in Locketa with DSS and say you're in a pyramid scheme. Or you have a big one running in town. And let's tell them that we have to pay more money into this thing. That all you know not grand sufficient. Where is that? How that making any sense? Or let's tell me I have to work till I 70, 75 years old, but I can't enjoy myself to retire. I might even live to see that age because we know life expectancy is that thing going down. And then even if I get to withdraw my contributions, right, it's going right back in the hospital because them age is the health you have to be concerned about. Where is my enjoyment for life? All you're looking for slave out here. We know the NIB ain't good. We know they have a lot of tax evasion going on. Nothing was said in the budget in terms of dealing with crime, which was the public's major concern, and the economy, the forex and thing. Nothing being done about these things that were of major concern that make the PNM, help the PNM, lost power. One of the best things I see UNC do, let us say like the bash PNM, the UNC and all kind of things. Right? One of the best things I see UNC really doing is trying to reform the jail. the jail is something that we really needed help in rehabilitation and reformation at the prisons, and relocating it and having a focus on the jail is a good thing for our society, because them men who are treated like animals, some of them want to level them back into society, and some of them going back into crime, which is a major concern of the public. You understand me? If it is we money had to spend on anything, nobody never seen nothing about no Moby, nobody's never seen about no cucumber, nobody never seen nothing about no salt. Our concerns were high food prices, crime, the forex, and the judiciary. If we money had to spend, it should be spent on these things that are of concerns to the public. Or they're going up inside of the parliament and all their own scheme and thing with money, and they handling all their own thing, all they want. And then we have John Public with a lot of cult members inside of it, jumping up and making party and all kind of thing. And yes, the super I go get through, because I drive a car for super. It's all how we here in the diaspora, Trinidad and Tobagoans. It's all how we have to feel it. Why it is all they always having these politicians teething up and all their head in such a manner as to cause a division between the citizens, regardless of who in power, boy. The Harvey, like one thing the Harvey on that boy is segregation. And until the population learn that whatever decisions they make, whether it's UNC, PNM, purple, white, black, it affects everyone. Until we able to come together as a people under a modern type of governance that would answer to our cries, then we could have a proper budget. But when you have people going up in the parliament and they're throwing up salt and Moby, and then we have certain members of the public clapping and saying, yes, I get super and stuff like that, you would always have this type of back and forth and segregation going on. You understand me? But we can't stay angry, not even with the budget. We had to try to make this place a better place by maintaining focus on the things that affect us directly. Right? Go back to the manifesto. Go back to the things they were shouting on podium and shaking their fist and saying, when we win, everybody go win. It was a crime. An 8-year-old get shooting Maloney 4 times the other day. A 16-year-old get shot and killed up in the Eastern Brasso up there. This is under SOE. Where's the crime plan that Mr. Alexander said he had? He said he had it. He lied to us. And he's not been held accountable for it. That is just the facts of the situation. If you money have to spend, let it be spent on things that concern us, please. Right? Salt was done cheap already, and nobody don't drink no more, baby. Buying that now in the store, done ready made. Big up on yourself now and have a nice day, right? How you going?